الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
In February of 2019, the Superior General of the Society of Jesus, Father Arturo Sosa of the Society of Jesus, presented 4 apostolic preferences as a period of discernment. Later that same year, St. Joseph's University embraces these as our mission priority examen, affirmed by Father General Sosa. Accompanying young people in the creation of a hope-filled future is one of the 4 apostolic preferences, and we offer this as our guide in sharing with each other as an academic community the expression of blessings on this new year. So welcome to the St. Joseph's University Prayers, Interfaith Blessings on the New Year. My name is Hannah Hyla. I am a junior political science major from the class of 2024. Our theme this year is inspired also by the words and inspirations of the Jesuit scientist Pierre Teilhard de Chardin Society of Jesus, who we not only call to create a future by offering the next generation a reason of hope, but explained that the most telling and profound way of describing the evolution of the universe would undoubtedly be to trace the evolution of love. The time has come to realize that an interpretation of the universe, even a positivist one, remains unsatisfying unless it covers the interior as well as the exterior of things, mind as well as matter. The true physics is that which will, one day, achieve the inclusion of humanity in its wholeness in a coherent picture of the world. As we share with each other in faith, let us offer our community expressions of hope that trace the evolution of love within our universe and seek further to achieve the inclusion of humanity in its wholeness. So I invite you to stand and join together in prayer and song, led by members of the chapel choir in singing, O God of Countless Names. To prepare us for the blessings that we shall share today, we have asked a member of our St. Joseph's community, Reverend Yvonne M. Harrison, assistant coach for SJU men's and women's track and field programs, and pastor of Victory Nation Church Global, to lead us in some points of reflection. Coach Harrison is the founder and visionary of Women Can Preach Too, an interdenominational, multicultural branch of ministry that was established to provide an ecumenical platform for women's preachers to effectively operate, cultivate, nurture, and strengthen their gift of preaching. She received her bachelor's degree in sociology from the University of Illinois in Chicago with a minor in criminology. She then went to pursue her master in divinity with a concentration in pastoral care from the Houston Graduate School of Theology, and received a Master of Divinity from St. John's University in Queens, New York. She's currently pursuing her doctorate of ministry from New York Theological Seminary of Homiletics. Please welcome Coach Harrison.
Good afternoon. I wanted to raise a reflection and a thought by Pierre Teilhard. He stated, "The future belongs to those who give the next generation reason for hope." He further stated that we are not human beings in search of a spiritual experience. Instead, we are spiritual beings immersed in a human experience. That experience is hope, a feeling or an expectation and a desire for something to happen. How might we encourage the next generation? We can reimagine hope. We can reset hope. We can realign hope. and we can redirect hope. If you learn how to give people hope, you can give them life. We live in hard times. We look around the chapel, the experience post-COVID. It is important in these times to learn how we can become a source of hope for others. If we can give people hope, we can give them life, because hope is all we need to survive and to carry. All of us in this room represent different faith traditions, different denominations, different struggles, yet all of us are in need of hope. All of us have the capability and the ability, and now the responsibility, to offer hope to those who we come into contact with. I believe Pierre Theard challenges us to offer hope in several ways. Might I share a few? The first one, provide hope to someone in your vicinity, in your area, in your office, on your team, by believing in their dreams. There is a scarcity of people in the world who believe in other people's dreams. If you want to give someone hope, believe in their dreams. Look into their eyes and tell them that you believe in them. They will never forget that, and they will never forget you. Some of the finest things are achieved in life by people just because someone cared about their dreams and someone told them that they can do it. Will you be that someone? The second thing is we can listen intently, providing hope by listening to those who we come into contact with. Have you ever helped someone to find the path to their dream? Have you ever been the conduit to mobilize someone on their dream? One of the reasons why people lose faith is because they can't see how they might be able to achieve what they aspire. If you want to give them hope, help them find the path to their dream. In order to do that, you have to be someone who has followed your own dream to help someone else achieve their dream. The third point, express your love and affection to give hope to those around you. One of the greatest diseases in the world is loneliness. People lose hope when they feel they are lonely. Ever been on a campus where you're around so many people, but yet lonely? If you want to become the source of hope for someone, show them that you care. Express your love through your actions. People behave differently when they think that they are loved and taken care of, contrary to when they think they are alone. Loneliness causes people to become cold. When people feel loved, they feel hopeful. Do not hold back your ability to love, to instill hope in others. Number 4, always be kind when giving someone hope. To be kind is to be considerate of how others feel and behave in a manner that makes them feel better about themselves. For example, when you see a beggar, you can be kind by giving them some food, giving them some money. Don't turn your music up in the car and act like you don't see them. You can offer hope because hope is a virtue. Kindness is one of the most important virtues in the entire world. 5, you can help them rise up by offering a helping hand. Hope appreciates, and when you appreciate what is good in someone, you offer them hope. One of the reasons people give up on life is because they feel they are worthless. They feel that nobody appreciates them, so they find it hard to feel hope. Yes, the world is quite a painful place, and most people are not often encouragers. But if you want to create hope for others, show them appreciation. When you appreciate someone for their worth, they feel excited, needed, and worthy. Each act of genuine, heartfelt praise creates hope and makes the world a better place. Lastly, say an encouraging word to them. I say this all the time, that we spread what we carry. If we carry pain and negativity, we will infect others with pain and negativity. If we carry hope, peace, and joy, we will infect others with hope, peace, and joy. If you want to instill hope in others, be the person full of hope yourself. Work hard on your life and be the source of happiness for others. You are a person of hope. I am a person of hope. This is the reason why we're here today, to express love through action. It is not simply an attitude, but it is a virtue. It is something that you have developed, or I have developed in my life over time. You do not even think about hope anymore. Here at this campus and this university, we embody hope. What is the reason for this? For myself, as a Christian, I offer hope because of the life, the death, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ, and I live in that constant state of hope. Hope is the faith, and that faith helps me to reach out to others to share that same hope. Romans 15:13, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, so that by the power of the Holy Spirit you may abound in hope. God bless you.
Thank you, Coach Harrison. In this call of hope that Coach Harrison speaks of, I'm now going to call members of the SJU community to come up and share beautiful reflections from different traditions that we are called to know. So from the Jewish tradition, please welcome Associate Professor of Religious Studies and Associate Director of the Institute of Jewish and Catholic Relations, Dr. Gregerman.
Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel, noted theologian, philosopher, and civil rights activist of the 20th century, said the following in his last interview. I would say to young people a number of things. We have only 1 minute. I would say, let them remember that there is meaning beyond absurdity. Let them be sure that every little deed counts, that every word has power, and that we can, everyone, do our share to redeem the world in spite of all absurdities and all the frustrations and all disappointments. And above all, remember that the meaning of life is to build a life as if it were a work of art. You're not a machine, and you are young. Start working on this great work of art called your own existence. And remember that life is a celebration.
From the Islamic tradition, please welcome Professor of Mathematics, Dr. Al-Saldari.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث.
From the Christian tradition, please welcome member of the class of 2023, Jack Whaley.
As St. Joseph's begins its spring semester of 2023, let us reflect on these words from Pope Francis about what it means to be us, to be a university community. In the face of pervasive individualism, which impoverishes on a human level and creates cultural barrenness, it is necessary that we humanize education. Universities only attain their deepest meaning when they are linked to the formation of the person. All educators are called upon to collaborate in this process of human growth with the richness of the human values they bear, to help young people to be builders of a world of greater solidarity and peace. I would like to share with you the contribution of education to sowing hope. People cannot live without hope, and education gives rise to hope. Education is actually something that brings about birth, that brings about the growth and a life lived out in the search for beauty, for goodness, for truth, and for the communion with others, for shared growth. I am convinced that young people today need, more than anything else, this kind of hope-filled life, which builds up the future. Therefore, a real educator is like a father and a mother who transmit a life which holds future potential. Education shares in common with a hope a fabric of risk-taking. Hope is not a superficial optimism, nor the ability merely to look at things in a pleasant way, but is, above all, knowing how to risk in the right ways.
From the Baha'i tradition, please welcome Associate Professor of Physics, Dr. Kurtz.
These are three passages on the medium-term future of humanity from Baha'u'llah, the founder of the Baha'i faith in the 19th century. The all-knowing physician hath his finger on the pulse of mankind. He perceiveth the disease and prescribeth in his unerring wisdom the remedy. Every age hath its own problem, and every soul its particular aspiration. Be anxiously concerned with the needs of the age ye live in, and center your deliberations on its exigencies and requirements. That which the Lord hath ordained as the sovereign remedy and mightiest instrument for the healing of all the world is the union of all its peoples in one universal cause, one common faith. This can in no wise be achieved except through the power of a skilled and all-powerful and inspired physician. We desire but the good of the world and the happiness of the nations, yet they deem us a stirrer-up of strife and sedition, worthy of bondage and banishment. That all nations should become one in faith, and all men as brothers, that the bonds of affection and unity between the sons of men should be strengthened, that diversity of religion should cease and differences of race be annulled. What harm is there in this? Yet so it shall be. These fruitless strifes, these ruinous wars shall pass away, and the most great peace shall come.
Please rise. Having heard from some of the many faiths that enrich our St. Joseph's community, let's share in the goodwill and blessings we have received and offer a bow of peace to those near you. In his spiritual autobiography, The Heart of the Matter, written in 1950, Father Pierre Teilhard de Chardin, Society of Jesus, wrote about the love of God and faith in evolution, saying, "The two, love of God and faith in evolution, have fused, not as yet with a sufficient force to spread explosively, but strong enough, nevertheless, to make it clear that the process is possible, that sooner or later there will be a chain reaction. This is one more proof that truth has appeared only once in one single mind for it to be impossible for anything ever to prevent it from spreading universally and setting everything ablaze." As we offer each other blessings and goodness for this coming year, may we experience a sharing of hope among us and allow for the truth of that hope to present in our passing of knowledge and care for each other in this academic community. So let us close with this benediction from the Gavata. May the entire universe be blessed with peace and hope. May all living beings develop abiding concern for the welfare of others. May our own hearts and minds be filled with purity and serenity. May all blessings flow naturally from the supreme benediction. May our attention become spontaneously absorbed in the rapture of pure love onto one transcendent supreme. Amen. Before we close this ceremony, I want to give a quick hand for all of the people who gave reflections today. And also to Diane Hankey and our wonderful choir for opening our prayer songs. So let us now exit into the rest of this new year singing "Lift Every Voice and Sing," a song of resilience and hope.